Okay, get this. Today, we are diving into a world
Hmm.
where cars can float,
Wow.
motorcycles can read your mind,
Really?
and trains glide above the city.
Hmm.
All from this YouTube video
Okay.
called China Has Launched New Generation Transport, Shocking the U.S.
Interesting.
And it's from this channel called Beyond Discovery.
Okay.
And it really paints a picture of the future. It's
Yeah.
closer than you might think. So
Right.
have you ever imagined like hopping into a flying car to get to work?
Well, what's really fascinating about this video is that it doesn't just focus on a bunch of vehicles,
Yeah.
but it really highlights this global trend of transportation innovation.
Okay.
And China is really emerging as a major player.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, the video even claims that China is aiming to be the world leader in transportation technology.
Okay, so let's like unpack this.
Sure.
The video for sure showcases all these cool vehicles from China.
Right.
But what is driving this surge in innovation? Is it all about beating the US like the title suggests?
Well, I think competition is definitely a factor,
Yeah.
but there's more to it than that.
Yeah.
You know, China's government has been investing a lot in research and development,
Mm.
especially in areas like electric vehicles
Right.
and self-driving cars.
Okay.
They also have like this massive manufacturing capacity, which
Mhm.
lets them bring these innovations to market really fast and at a huge scale.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
So it's not just about like flashy tech.
right.
It's about this like strategic push to dominate the future of transportation.
I think so.
So the video opens with this incredible SUV, the BYD Yangwang U8,
Yeah.
that can actually float on water.
Wow.
It even does this crazy tank turn where it spins 360 degrees in place.
Wow. How does it do that?
How is that possible?
Yeah.
Well, it's all because of this like really sophisticated hydraulic system.
Hmm.
So imagine this network of pumps and fluid-filled cylinders that can raise and lower the car's suspension
Okay.
so it can adapt to different types of terrain.
Right.
This same system enables the tank turn by controlling the torque
Okay.
applied to each wheel. But the real kicker
Yeah.
is that it can float for a short period of time
Wow.
in emergencies like floods.
Oh.
So it's not just a gimmick.
right.
It's there's some serious engineering behind it.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing all these people trying
Yeah.
to take it out on a lake, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
and quickly realizing like that's not what it's for.
Right. It's not for leisure. It's not a boat.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really for emergencies.
Yeah.
Like a lifeline during a disaster.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So speaking of tackling these transportation challenges,
Okay.
let's talk about urban congestion.
Okay.
So this video shows the SkyTrain
Right.
operating on a 10.5-kilometer elevated monorail.
I mean, that thing is huge.
It is big.
And it was built in just 7 months.
Yeah.
That's incredible compared to how long it takes to build normal train lines.
It's much faster.
Yeah.
And the SkyTrain really shows what elevated rail systems can do to address traffic.
Okay.
Like imagine these trains gliding over the city,
Right.
increasing capacity, but not meddling with what's already there.
Mm.
It could mean faster commutes,
Yeah.
fewer accidents, and better use of space in cities.
Okay, so we've got floating SUVs.
Right.
We've got trains in the air.
Yeah.
What's next? Personal flying cars.
Not quite cars, but
Okay.
the video does introduce these drone taxis
Okay.
with the EHang 216S.
Okay.
Think of it like a self-flying pod
Yeah.
that can take you short to medium distances through the air.
So no more traffic.
Well, potentially.
I could just hop in one of these and go across town.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing, but
Yeah.
is it safe?
Well, that's the big question, right?
Yeah.
So the EHang 216S has all these safety features built in, like backup systems and the ability to land safely even if a rotor fails.
Wow.
And it's not the only one.
Okay.
The video also mentions the Flyer,
Right.
which is another eVTOL aircraft. EVT? Yeah, electric vertical takeoff and landing,
Okay, got it.
designed for personal transportation.
So this is a whole category we need to watch.
I think so.
It seems like the dream of flying cars may not be so far off.
Yeah, maybe not.
And electric power seems to be a common thread
Yeah, definitely.
with a lot of these vehicles.
Right.
From the floating SUV
Uh-huh.
to the drone taxi,
Yeah.
there's a clear shift towards electric.
Yeah, we're seeing electric mobility everywhere.
The video even features this luxury electric sedan,
Oh, yeah.
the NIO ET9,
Right.
that can shake off snow.
I know, it's pretty cool.
using its chassis and hydraulic suspension system.
Yeah, it's a unique feature for sure.
So, wait,
Yeah.
the car can shake off snow.
Yeah.
How does that even work?
So the ET9 uses a hydraulic system, kind of like the one in the Yangwang U8,
Okay.
but it's a bit more refined.
Okay.
It can quickly adjust the height of each wheel, creating vibrations that knock off the snow.
So it's like a built-in snowplow.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's not just about convenience, right?
Right.
This could really help with safety in the snow,
For sure, yeah.
keeping the car visible.
Definitely.
This is pretty impressive, but it seems like we're just
Yeah.
scratching the surface.
I think so.
The video mentions all these other electric vehicles,
Yeah.
robo-taxis,
Mm.
futuristic scooters,
Right.
even a flying motorcycle.
It's amazing.
It's a lot to cover.
Yeah. This is why this dup dive is so exciting.
Yeah.
We're seeing so much innovation.
Right.
It's more than just cars.
Wow.
It's about reimagining transportation,
Mm.
finding new ways to get around that are more efficient,
Right.
more sustainable,
Okay.
and, adapt to the changing world.
It's like we're on the verge of a transportation revolution.
Yeah,
With technology changing what's possible.
totally.
I'm ready to keep going, but I
Okay.
think we've covered a lot for now.
Yeah, I agree. But before we move on,
Okay.
I want to leave you with something to think about.
Okay.
Imagine if these vehicles were everywhere.
Okay.
How do you think cities would change?
Hmm.
How would our daily lives be different?
That's a good question.
Yeah, it's something to think about.
We'll be back in part 2
Okay.
to explore even more from the video, so
Sounds good.
stay tuned.
Great.
Welcome back.
Hmm.
Last time,
Yeah.
we were really blown away by floating SUVs
I know.
and drone taxis.
Yeah,
But that was really just the start.
right.
Remember, we're looking at this video
Uh-huh.
that claims China is aiming to lead the world in transportation tech.
Right.
But it shows cool stuff from other places, too.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah.
everyone's trying to reinvent how we get around.
It really is, and it's not just about speed.
Okay.
It's also about making transportation
Yeah.
more sustainable,
Right.
more efficient, and
Yeah.
even tailored to our needs.
Okay, so let's get back to the video.
Okay.
One of the coolest things we saw
Mm.
was this GAC Go, this flying car from China.
Right.
It's straight out of the Jetsons.
I know. It's amazing.
So the Go really shows how designers are
Yeah.
thinking in new ways about
Right.
how we get around.
Yeah.
It's got this detachable drone module
Right.
that lifts a single passenger capsule.
Right. Into the air.
So you could drive to the edge of town,
Yeah.
detach,
Yeah.
and fly over all the traffic.
Yeah. Basically.
So it's like a car and a drone in one.
Yeah. It is.
Pretty wild.
It is pretty cool.
And the video said it's designed to be fully autonomous.
Right.
So
Got
no
it.
pilot's license needed.
No, you just tell it where to go,
Okay.
and it takes care of everything.
This is part of this bigger trend, right?
Yeah.
Of automation in transportation.
Exactly.
Like we see in self-driving cars, drone deliveries,
Yeah.
and now flying cars.
Right. And this brings up some questions.
Like, how do we make rules for these autonomous vehicles?
Yeah, exactly. How do we regulate them?
And what happens to all the taxi and truck drivers
Right. What about their jobs?
if their jobs are automated?
That's a big question.
Yeah.
So as this tech keeps developing,
Right.
we'll need to change our laws, our infrastructure,
Yeah.
and even how our workforce is set up.
To make it all work.
Yeah, to accommodate all this new stuff.
It's a challenge.
It is.
But maybe it's also a chance to make things better.
It could be, yeah.
A more efficient and fair system.
Potentially, yeah.
Okay, remember that electric robotaxi from Amazon?
Oh, the Zooks.
Yeah, the one with the weird symmetrical design.
Right. It can go either direction.
Yeah. Doesn't need to turn around.
Exactly, and it's made for ride sharing. In cities where space is limited,
Right.
and the cabin is cool too.
Yeah.
The passengers face each other, so it's more social.
That's like
Yeah.
a mobile living room.
Yeah, it is kind
And
of.
with all the sensors and AI, it's probably really safe.
Probably one of the safest ways to get around. Yeah.
Speaking of AI,
Yeah.
the video showed that Yamaha Motoroid,
Oh, right.
that motorcycle that can, like,
It can recognize the rider
yeah.
and respond to their gestures.
It's really amazing how AI is changing
Uh-huh.
how we interact with vehicles.
It is, yeah.
Imagine a motorcycle that can sense what you're thinking,
Right.
adjust its balance, even
Yeah.
communicate without words.
It's like having a riding buddy.
Yeah,
Who knows what you're going to do?
it's amazing.
Yeah.
And a little creepy, to be
A
honest.
little bit, yeah.
But this mix of AI and vehicles
Yeah.
seems like it's everywhere.
Yeah, it's a big trend.
The video also had that Honda Uni 1
Oh, yeah.
that uses extended reality.
Augmented reality, right?
Yeah, to make driving more immersive.
It's really interesting.
Like, imagine having AR displays on your windshield,
Yeah.
showing navigation, traffic, points of interest.
It would be cool.
Like a video game.
I know, right?
But wouldn't it be distracting?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Designers will have to figure out
Right.
how to make it safe.
Yeah.
But it could make driving more engaging,
Right.
especially for passengers.
Okay, so we've been looking at all this high-tech stuff.
Yeah.
But the video also had some simpler
Right.
but still cool ideas.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that Shane electric concept car.
Oh, right?
It looked like a giant go-kart.
I know, it's a unique design.
It was designed by Shane Chen,
Uh-huh.
who made the first hoverboard.
It's a pretty cool concept.
It is.
It's fun and efficient
Yeah.
and surprisingly spacious.
Yeah. It can fit 5 adults.
Right, so it's good for families
Yeah.
or groups.
And what about that Honda Moto Compacto?
Oh, yeah, the little scooter.
It folds up so easily.
Right, perfect for people in cities.
Yeah, who don't have a lot of space.
Exactly.
It's super convenient.
Yeah, lightweight and easy to use.
Yeah.
And it charges quickly.
It's a good example of how electric vehicles
Yeah.
can fit into our lives
Right, without changing everything.
without a complete overhaul.
Yeah, exactly.
And don't forget those personal mobility devices.
Right, like the
The InMotion V14.
unicycle.
Yeah.
Oh,
The high-speed electric unicycle.
yeah.
I still can't believe it can go off-road.
I know, it's crazy.
It's like a mountain bike and a unicycle had a baby.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
It's pretty amazing what engineers can do these days.
They're always pushing the limits.
The InMotion V14 is like
Yeah,
the perfect personal transportation.
it's compact, efficient, and versatile.
Okay, so we've got
Yeah.
flying cars,
Right.
robo-taxis,
Mm-hmm.
futuristic scooters,
Yeah,
even a unicycle that can handle anything.
pretty much. Yeah.
It's clear that transportation is going to look really different.
Yeah, I think so.
But with all this talk about vehicles,
Yeah.
are we missing something?
Maybe. Like, what about
Yeah.
thinking beyond just the vehicles themselves
Okay.
and looking at transportation as a service?
What does that even mean?
So it's about moving away from
Okay.
owning your own car
Right.
and toward a system that's more shared,
Okay.
on demand, and integrated.
Mm.
We see this already with ride sharing.
Yeah, like Uber and Lyft.
Right. But it can go much further.
So instead of owning a car,
Yeah.
I could just
Yeah.
get whatever vehicle I need
Exactly.
whenever I need it.
Yeah, imagine a whole network of autonomous vehicles.
Okay.
Cars, drones, even those little scooter robots,
Okay.
all available through an app on your phone.
Right.
You could choose whatever works best for you, whether it's a quick trip
Okay.
or a flight to another city.
That sounds so convenient.
It would be, yeah.
But how would it work?
Well-
would there be like special pickup spots?
Yeah, there would have to be designated spots.
And what about the cost?
Right, the cost would be a factor.
Yeah.
These are all things to figure out,
Okay.
but it has the potential to make transportation so much better.
Mm.
Imagine no traffic jams,
Okay.
parking lots turned into parks,
Right.
everyone able to get around easily,
Yeah.
no matter how much money they have,
Mm.
or if they have any physical limitations.
Okay, now that sounds pretty utopian.
It does, doesn't it?
But I have to admit,
Yeah,
it sounds pretty good.
it would be great. Yeah,
It seems like this transportation as a service idea
right.
could really change how cities are designed.
Definitely.
Like how people live
Absolutely.
with all the AI,
Mhm.
autonomous stuff,
Yeah.
electric tech.
Right.
This future might be closer than we think.
It might be. Yeah,
It's amazing to think about all the possibilities.
it is.
But before we get too carried away,
Mm.
let's look at how this technology is
Yeah.
being used right now.
Right, to solve real problems.
Not just flying cars and scooters.
Exactly. There's some really cool stuff happening.
Yeah.
In areas like emergency response.
Right. The video mentioned that electric flying ambulance.
Yeah, a Jump Arrow JA1.
Yeah.
Right.
It can take off and land vertically.
Yeah, so it can get to people faster.
Yeah. Even in remote areas.
Right. Or places with lots of traffic.
Like busy city streets.
Yeah, exactly.
It could save lives.
It could, yeah.
It's like something out of a movie.
I know, right?
A flying ambulance swooping in.
Yeah, like a superhero.
I bet those paramedics love it.
I'm sure they do.
It's not just about looking cool, though.
Right.
It's about using technology to help people.
Exactly, to provide better care.
And the video also talked about that
Yeah.
high-tech fire truck from Austria.
The Rosenbauer RT.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
A hybrid,
Uh-huh.
so it can run on electricity.
Right, at the scene of the fire.
So it's quieter,
Yeah, and it doesn't pollute as much.
which is good in
Yeah,
sensitive areas.
like near hospitals.
Yeah, or neighborhoods.
Right.
And it has a drone.
It does, yeah.
It can scout out the fire from above.
Yeah, it can give them a better view.
So it's not just about fighting fires.
Right.
It's about doing it safely.
Exactly, for the environment and the community.
It seems like sustainability is important
Yeah, it's a big
in
theme.
a lot of these innovations.
Definitely. As we get more advanced, we
Right.
need to make sure it's sustainable.
Yeah, and that means thinking about
Yeah,
how our transportation choices affect the environment.
exactly.
Okay, so we've seen how technology can make things more efficient,
Yeah,
more personal,
right.
even heroic.
Yeah.
But I'm curious about the bigger picture.
Okay.
Like, if all this becomes normal, how will it change our cities,
Yeah.
our lives, how we see the world?
Those are big questions.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's an easy answer. But one thing's for sure.
Yeah.
The future of transportation is going to be interesting.
It's going to be anything but boring.
Exactly.
I can't wait to see what comes next.
I know, me too.
But I think that's enough for today.
Yeah, we've covered a lot.
We've explored some amazing stuff.
We have.
But there's still more to talk about.
Definitely.
So we'll be back in part 3
Okay.
to dig deeper into what all this means
Good.
for the future of transportation.
Okay.
So stay tuned. Welcome back to our deep dive into the future of transportation.
It's been quite a journey
It has.
so far.
We've seen flying cars, mind-reading motorcycles,
We have.
even a unicycle that can handle a mountain.
It's amazing what they're coming up with.
It is. And we've talked about how all this
Yeah.
isn't just like cool gadgets, you know?
Right. It's not just about being flashy.
It could really change our cities, our lives.
Absolutely. It has the potential to transform how we live.
And the video we've been exploring, it goes beyond just looking at individual vehicles.
It does. It highlights a broader trend.
It really shows how this future of transportation,
Yeah.
it's a global effort.
It really is. Countries all over the world are contributing.
We've seen so many cool innovations from China.
Definitely, they're making huge strides.
The US, Japan, France, Slovenia.
And it's not just big governments or companies.
Yeah, the video even mentioned Shane Chen.
Oh, right. The inventor.
Yeah, he created that wild-looking electric concept car.
The Shane, yeah.
But he also invented the hoverboard.
It's amazing how one person can have such an impact.
It's inspiring. It shows that
Yeah.
anyone can contribute to shaping the future.
For sure. Innovation can come from anywhere.
And speaking of innovation, the video did touch on
Yeah.
some pretty groundbreaking technologies coming out of the U.S.
Right. Especially in engine technology.
Yeah, like next-generation electric motors, hydrogen fuel cells,
Right. They're pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
and hybrid propulsion systems.
It's a really exciting area of development.
It seems like they're really focused on
Yeah,
power and efficiency.
exactly. Getting the most out of every drop of energy.
And it's not just for cars, right?
No, not at all.
The video also highlighted
Yeah.
advancements in aerospace.
Right. Companies like Boeing and SpaceX.
Yeah, working on engines that run on sustainable fuels.
Exactly. Trying to make air travel more environmentally friendly.
So it seems like there's this race
Yeah.
to find cleaner and more efficient ways to power.
Right. To power all kinds of
Autonomous transportation, yeah.
Absolutely. From cars to planes to everything in between.
And it's not just private companies, right?
Right. The government is involved too.
The video talked about the U.S. government
Uh,
investing in clean energy.
yeah. Leading to big advances in hydrogen fuel cells.
Hydrogen fuel cells, that's
It's a whole other level
Yeah.
of clean
They
energy.
generate electricity, right?
It through a chemical reaction
Yeah.
between hydrogen and oxygen.
Hmm.
And the only byproduct is water.
So it's clean
Very clean.
and efficient.
Yeah, it could be a game changer
It really could.
for transportation.
So we've got China pushing forward with
Yeah.
affordability and mass production.
Right, they're focused on making things accessible to everyone.
And the U.S. is pushing forward with
Yeah.
high tech and cutting edge innovation.
Exactly, always pushing the limits of what's possible.
It's like watching two giants
It kind of is.
battling it out on a global stage.
But ultimately, everyone benefits.
Right. It's not about picking sides.
Exactly.
It's about celebrating progress.
It is, and acknowledging the incredible advancements being made.
But we can't get so caught up in the excitement
Right, we can't forget the bigger picture.
that we forget the bigger picture.
Yeah, technology is only part of the story.
It's true.
As we move towards this future of flying cars and robots,
Yeah.
we have to think about what it all means.
What it means for society, for people.
Right, the social, ethical, even economic implications.
We need to make sure that these innovations help everyone.
They should benefit everyone, not just a select few.
We need to think about accessibility,
Absolutely.
affordability, making sure it's fair.
Equity is crucial.
We need to make sure these technologies
Yeah.
create jobs,
Right. Not just replace them.
not just replace them.
Yeah.
And we need to address
Yeah.
any potential risks.
Definitely. We need to anticipate any unintended consequences.
It's a complex conversation,
That is.
but it's one we need to have
Absolutely. It's crucial to have this conversation.
because the future of transportation is really about,
Yeah.
it's about people,
It is at its core.
connecting us to the places we need to go,
To the people we love, to the experiences that make life richer.
that make life worth living.
Exactly.
So as we wrap up this deep dive
Yeah.
into the future of transportation,
It's been quite a ride.
it has been, I want to leave you with a question.
Okay.
What kind of future do you want to see?
That's a good one.
And what role do you think transportation
Yeah.
will play in shaping that future?
That's something for everyone to think about.
It really makes you think about
It does.
all the possibilities, the
The
challenges.
potential, the pitfall.
But one thing's for sure,
Yeah.
the future is full of possibilities.
It is, and it's up to us to shape it
And it's up to all of us
collectively.
to create a transportation system
Yeah.
that's safe, sustainable, and equitable
A system that works for everyone.
for everyone.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive
It's been a pleasure.
into the future of transportation.
And keep those imaginations running wild.
Yeah.